Hey everyone, it's Friday night. Here we are, Labor Day weekend. I'm not taking any time off. I'm doing this tonight and I'm going to do it again on Monday. You have the weekend to think about some things or beyond. Going to give you a little bit of work to do actually. Going to just take off a little bit from where from where I left off, pick up on the 5 stages of grief. For today, what I want to talk about is how we connect ourselves to these feelings, especially these different stages. Whether you've been through all of them or not, I still have this assignment for you. And for me personally, what really connects me to the world is music. I am a singer and a drummer, and I've been into music all my life. And what I want you to try to do, even if it's not music, but for me, here's the direction that I went. Take each stage of grief and find a song that means something to you that can connect to each one of those stages, something that relates to each one of those stages. This is going to take some time and work for most people, so take all the time you need. This is just something you're going to work out for yourself, because this is about self-awareness, discovery, realization. You do things like this, and you bring something to a therapist, they're going to love you for it, because you're making their lives easier. This is a good thing to really take in. And if you're working with a therapist already, definitely bring this up. Help them get you to bring this into your life and move your feelings through. That's the most important thing, is really connecting to your feelings, feeling your feelings. That's what you want to do. And if something like music can help you do that to get there, then that's great. And even if it's not music, if you want to use film or poetry, anything that's out there, any kind of books that you read that can connect you to each of these different stages, then do that. But with music, what I like about that is how you've got the melodies, you've got the different instruments, you've got the lyrics. You've got so many things to connect to, so many ways to get those feelings up, because not everybody knows how to attach to that. So we use these external things that are just being brought into our lives, whether we want to hear them or not. So if you're a music lover, this is going to work beautifully for you. For me, the song Angel by Sarah McLachlan is what really helps me connect to the depression part of the grief. I know that it's a sad song, I know that it's haunting, it's also beautiful, because it helps you feel those feelings. It helps you get in there and dig in deep, and that's what you want to do. You don't want time on its own to be your only ally. You need it to be your friend, but you need it to work for you. One thing I can tell you for sure, hear me now, believe me later, the work is what makes things happen. And think about this. Would you rather wait for healing or work for healing? Get into this exercise. Pick some songs and think about what was going on in your life when you first heard that song. Even if you were a little kid, what was happening around you? Take yourself back. Just sit quietly, meditate if you have to. Just really think back. What was my life like then? How did this song affect me then? How does it affect me now? Teenage years, young adulthood, middle age, or elderly, wherever you are. Even if it's a song you just heard yesterday for the first time, what has that song done for you? Because for me, music has done so much. I'm a singer, songwriter, I love poetry, I've done some of my own creative writing, I've done stand-up comedy. The artists of the world are the ones who help us really connect to ourselves. That's why we idolize them. And I'm not saying that you have to idolize them, but that's why we do. Because they are really there for a purpose. They are giving something of themselves, which is what I'm trying to do now too. I've always been the kind of person that's wanted to present what's inside of me to the world, to try to move people, to try to inspire and encourage people to just feel good. Not everyone is good at finding these ways to get through the healing, to feel their feelings. You know that there are people out there that hide the tears that might be welling up in their eyes when they're watching a sad movie or listening to a song that really gets to them. Not everybody even wants to express their joy and jump up and down when they hear a song or want to just dance freely or anything like that. Not everybody really does that. So a lot of people just hide. And I think that that's the wrong thing to do in general. We can't hide from who we are and what we feel. It's best to bring these things out, bring them up to the surface and let them out. Let's let each other see who we are. Let's let people know what's going on inside of us. That's what makes a better world, a better understanding. This is all about connections, connecting to ourselves and our feelings and connecting to others. This is how we do it. This is how the pros tell us to make this world a better place. I want you to go out and do that. I'm going to keep this a little shorter than the other videos because you've got some work to do, and this is a pretty daunting test, I think, for most people. So go out there and do it. I wish you peace and love, and I'll be back on Monday with more. Everybody have a great Labor Day weekend. Bye-bye.